Yes. Oh, I'm hot. Hi, Aries. Okay, I'll check my email after. I don't know if people are getting my notifications or not. So I'm just gonna start here in a second. Lighter blues. Nothing. Okay. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna start this because it's gonna take a while. I haven't decided which one I want to listen to. So there's going to be 4 different piles for the, it was from the poll on my channel for the what do you need to know about this. Pile 1 is going to be occupation, card 34. Pile 2 is going to be number 18, child. 3 is going to be 19, coffin, and I'll do timestamps. 4 is going to be number 25, high honor. So pile number 1, what do you need to know about this? First, what came up was the signs Leo, Gemini, Aquarius, and Scorpio, as well as the letters ST, WOP. For some of you guys, this is a teaching thing for you or this person. Some of you guys just need to go with the flow, whatever this is. And for some of you guys, health is being highlighted. It says, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. For some of you guys, obviously it has something to do with your job. I think that there's going to be some kind of offer coming in for some of you guys. Something that you've been working on. And I think that some of you guys might be having a hard time making a decision about something. And I feel like, I don't know if you guys are close with your mother or there's some kind of fighting going on in some situation. But I feel like they're saying you choose your own reality. So everything that you say, words are spells. Everything is powerful. Everything you think, it's like, even asking for certain signs and synchronicities, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, show me a sign, basically, you know? I think that some of you guys are really creative. You could make this, like, swing this whatever way you wanted to do this. You have enough knowledge. Not only in this realm, but the spiritual realm as well. You guys are connected to a lot of different types of energy. There's something you need to tell someone, and it's just saying tell them, whatever it is. Maybe you don't want to start a fight with this person. Maybe you don't know if this is going to work out, if it's going to be enough, if things are going to be coming in for you. But I feel like it's just like whatever will be type of energy. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who's in love with someone else at this time. Start to believe in you again. Other people will also. Someone really respects the way you stand in your principles. Someone says they're a fan. The past doesn't define your future. Something you always wanted is coming to you. An affirmation is deep within me is an abiding strength that knows no bounds. I have all the power I need to achieve all that I want. It's basically about you taking your power back. Fuck all the bullshit about not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do with your feelings, wanting to talk to someone, but sitting back and being jealous in the corner. You don't understand what you do to me, so I think that there's a lot of things just left unsaid, so it says tell them. Walk around like you woke up with the crown. Like you already kind of are the boss, like believing that about yourself. There's a lot of things about fighting with people, so if you don't want to fight with people, then that doesn't mean you don't communicate with them at the same time. It says there's no timeline for healing, so it's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. I think that some of you guys are drowning yourselves in your work or in your career, but there's some type of expectation that you either have for yourself or another person that might be too high. It says send peace to the parts of you that are still hurting. And there's like some low-key jealous shit going on around you, but does it matter? Not really. What's a goon to a goblin? It says this might be the last chance you get. Take a risk, make a permanent change. You should be proud of yourself. Somebody says, you know, I'm here to stay, and I wish that you wouldn't talk that way. I still believe in you. There's something that you're beating yourself up about, like you feel like you're not getting things right or you're not as successful as you should be for your age, whatever the case may be, but at the same time, the thoughts that you have about how someone feels about you, I feel like you guys are on the same page, but at the same time, you may be like you're both pushing each other away because there's an old situation that needs to end, obviously. Someone might be coming back from the past talking about, oh, you're all that I want now, but is it too late? Or will it be too late by the time you actually open up your mouthpiece and say something? I mean, I don't know. There's a new offer in love. There's someone, for some of you guys are going to be getting a new office, or you're going to be getting some kind of new house or apartment. Going back to that childlike energy, like this is like a new, like when you have a crush on someone, or you know, the butterflies type of shit. Some kind of upcoming expense that's here that is going to be more than you anticipated, so maybe be careful with making a large purchase at this time because you want to make sure that you have enough for everything. But I just feel like you're confused because you need to make a change, and maybe taking a new opportunity to bring in whatever it is that you're looking for. I do feel like some of you guys either come from money or it's in your future, basically. Maybe when you're 26, some of you guys it's when you're 36. But I just feel like if there's any court matters, you know, if someone's been lying, if something is like all about money, and this person's gonna be like, maybe you need to find that out about this person. Some type of female with her face hidden. She could have red hair. For some of you guys, there's this person from your past that you have all these emotions for, but at this point it's just like there's nothing that you can do to move someone else's feet forward. I think that you are at a crossroads, but it's also really chaotic because of this. It's like knowing that you need to make a choice, maybe staying in an abusive relationship for some of you guys, not even really realizing it's abusive, but at the same time maybe that's where you come from. I feel like there's a lot of past energy, maybe a Leo who still has emotions or feelings or whatever the case may be, but there's also a really big victory for you that's going to make you happy. For some of you guys, it's just doing your own thing on your own. Hi, Amanda. Someone might have you blocked, someone might have their walls up, someone might be closed off, but the fact of the matter is someone just doesn't know how the fuck you feel about certain things, and blocking people out, not talking about it, but then sitting here with these emotions and being confused doesn't really make any sense. In fact, it's actually really fucking confusing. I see success in a business. Maybe it's for some of you guys, it's being a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home business, but it's making that decision to release the expectation, you know, to move it forward. Like whatever will be. Letting the universe take control of this. And know that maybe some things aren't going to happen like on your time, but that doesn't mean that they're not coming in. It's just going to be when the time is right, and basically you're the only one holding yourself back. So there's that. There's like good luck energy around you though. What was the song for pile 1? The song was Cut It Out by Tink. So there's definitely some fighting. Someone doesn't want to fight anymore. But there's still something that needs to be said, because if you want to move forward the way you want to, etc., it's something that has to be changed here. Some of you guys have the right words to say, you know that, so maybe it's time to just say it. So we're going to put this one. So that's pile 1. Pile 2 was the child, number 18. Someone has really cute children. Someone has really pretty like blue or like grayish eyes. I'm like model material. So the signs that came up for this were Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer. It could be any part of your chart. And the letters NSA. Hi, KV. This is about having discernment when it comes to listening to your own intuition, especially when you're faced with adversity in your life, because there's a problem with someone and their ego. But there's a lot of potential here. So if they're saying you're your own worst enemy, then what does that mean? The ego is a security blanket that our brain makes for ourselves to avoid going through things that we went through in the past. But as you get older, you realize that it just stands in your way, because it's really not who you want to be if you want to grow. If you're okay being the same person, then that's fine. But it's important to understand sometimes that it's not really helping you. It's hurting you more than helping you. It says it's time to change outdated mindsets and programming. Some of you guys, it could be from your childhood. Stop running from how you feel. Someone screenshotted some DMs. Oh shit. If you just want to be happy, like someone is like in love with the way when you're happy, then like I feel like what it's trying to say is when you're happy, then other people are happy, basically, you know. But when you're not, then you kind of drag other people down, maybe, and you don't realize it. Sometimes we project our insecurities on other people and making them think that we think what we think, and energy is like really powerful. Someone sending mixed signals. I feel like it says pay attention to when your children laugh and realize how much they help you. An affirmation is I plan the necessary steps to achieve my goals, and I'm willing to take steps in that direction. I am flexible, persistent, and prepared. So basically, you ready. I think that there was something here where someone maybe, you know, when people kind of catch feelings or there's a bunch of shit going on, they like run away or whatever the case may be. But the problem is this a connection that you didn't even have to try. It's just there. And it's also like someone's Pluto energy, like this, basically all the shit about yourself that you don't want people to know or you don't talk about. It says, I just keep waiting. Another affirmation is I live a balanced and centered life. As I care for myself, the universe cares for me also. Feed your mind with positivity and compassion and peace and watch your life change. The song was By My Side by Black Atlas and Sonia. You're the only one standing in your own way. Watch your thoughts. It says, what are you waiting for? You got a divine vibe. I have feelings for you. I'm not trying to say it though. Someone is still like, it says appearances aren't always what they seem. It's almost like someone has an insecurity about maybe how they look, but at the same time, like this person, whoever this is, doesn't even need makeup to be pretty. Like they're just, you have that vibe about you. So if you're feeling insecure about that, that's not even really true. There's definitely unresolved trauma for someone in PTSD about past mistakes, about maybe struggling with certain things. You know, finding that balance is hard in life because I think that sometimes we have an idea or a drive to do something and then that's where we put our all into. But in order to make your life work, especially if you want a romantic life and you want, you know, a good job, you have to find a balance. And it's a delicate balance because if you spend all your time at work and you're not spending time with the person that you genuinely want to make happy and you genuinely love, then you might lose them to your job. So it's like, you know, when they say you can really only have one God, so who's your God? You know, this is the only life that we have. And if you have people you genuinely want around you, then maybe it's time to make time for those people, because when things are unbalanced, it's not really going to go right anyway. So you might achieve your goal, but at what cost? Someone says you're their angel. There's a marriage here. Someone's either married or they want to be married, but their view of forever is tainted because of a heartache. And it says, I'm weak deep down. But I feel like that's an opinion of yourself for some of you. Also, if someone's drinking, don't drink and drive because you might mess up your pretty new car. Love took on a different meaning for me. So when I go, just know it kills me to leave. It's like someone doesn't want to walk away from this, but it's like maybe love was a fucked up narrative for somebody, but that is past energy. And the problem with reminiscing and staying in the past is you're repeating it. So if you want things to be different, then you have to kind of change your outlook and not be stuck, because being a prisoner in your own mind is pushing people away. Someone needs to stay away from some situation here, from this person. It says, what do you want? You have good in you, but I feel like you doubt it because maybe things you've done, things you don't really talk about, some gossip bullshit. People always have something to say, but at the end of the day, you're still a good person, but it's like maybe you have a problem with like maybe you don't see longevity when you look at people when it comes to friendships and relationships, because it's always been chaotic. Your heart's a mix of chaos and art. You're learning though, you know what I mean? So maybe that's what you need to know. There's definitely like a cosmic vibe here. There's definitely like something to do with flowers, whether it's herbs or getting flowers or giving flowers, or something to do with like mountain air for some people. Getting more education, reading more books, whether it's to your children or just yourself. Because some of you guys have been like, you have a lot of patience, especially when it comes to your children. And you know, like one person in this is like used to long term, is used to holding the house down, is used to being like this mama bear. But now we're like at this center divide. Like, do I continue to be this person, or do I, you know, maybe go in a new direction? Someone's really hard to read. And I think that there's a difficult decision that needs to be made. I feel like if there's some type of financing that was done, or some type of disagreement about money or something, someone was right about this because it was a bad idea to do this. But at the same time, someone doesn't want to take responsibility for whatever that is. Because I feel like until someone's able to take responsibility maybe for how they do things, or their investments, or how they spend their money, or whatever, then the good news and stuff is coming. Then the growth is coming in your career. But it is really about responsibility. It really is, you know, maybe going back to school, or for some of you guys, if you're self-taught, just doing more research about certain things, connecting your energy to the right energies. Someone might be having a hard time sleeping because of how they've treated people. There's a lot of past regrets here for somebody, and it has a lot to do with home. Like, is there happiness in a home, or are we like sad and like feeling lonely, but we still haven't really cut these ties, or you have cut ties with a lot of people? It's just it's really odd. It's a mix of like, I don't know if you've seen the movie Home, but the little guy, he's like, you're sad mad, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's what someone is, sad mad. Have faith and hope, because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see. And that's really the only way to bring in something new, you know, making the wish and holding the hope and changing the future or the outcome of that. Some of you guys are worried about, like, if you're the only person in this person's life. I think so, you know. I don't see another person. Maybe you have a lot of expectations for, you know, how you'll be treated by people around you, or maybe you haven't had a sense of family or community, so you kind of expect this, or you're not expecting this, and that could be what's coming in. But you're gonna have to let these guards down a little bit and, you know, have this conversation. Make sure that you're looking over every document that you sign, or, you know, especially when it has to do with finances, looking at everything, something to do with paperwork. Maybe, I don't know if it's where money was spent, how much something was, some kind of underlying thing here. Just getting, like, you know, reading up on something before you pop off and say some shit, especially to these people. But don't expect it. I think that things come when we don't expect it, if that makes any sense. But the more, you know, they say, like, when you're trying to manifest something, it's kind of like watching the food, like when you cook it in the microwave or on the stove. It takes a lot longer when you're like standing there waiting, like, come on, you know what I mean? But just letting that go and knowing that it's coming, and like telling yourself that, but not only that, but believing it will bring in a lot more things, because healing is also highlighted. But sometimes things are above us. You know, we think that we can do everything on our own, but sometimes, you know, there's other resources to help us along the way that we can't do ourselves, and maybe we're not supposed to. So maybe it's a word you'll hear, or some music, or something that you're gonna, I just feel like something's gonna be highlighted for you, and it's gonna be very clear, you know, that you're either on the right path, or maybe asking for that confirmation as well. Because I think that sometimes when we fuck up, then we're like, we move with an air of caution, but sometimes we're too cautious, you know. We don't have to be like that with everything, but it's like, how do you know? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to make the wrong decision, but sometimes not making one at all is also just holding everything stagnant, but it's believing it. Seeing isn't believing, believing is seeing, right? I think I said that right. I don't know. Some of you guys have really cute kids, and they have like the best smiles. Or maybe you did when you were little, I don't know. I was a fugly child. I don't want to talk about it. Pile number 3. You got coffin. I don't think it's a literal death. I think something's over, or maybe you need to hammer the nails in a situation for some of you. The signs that came up are Gemini, Aries, Taurus, Leo, Cancer, Libra, Virgo, Scorpio. And the letters are H, C, K, D, and F. So that could be an initial, could be last, middle, first. But it has something to do with maybe your own intelligence, a balance of your heart and your mind, and knowing that there's duality in all things. It says a childhood friend died by accident. They come to you in the forms of butterflies. For some of you guys, it's just about having patience, because there is childhood abuse here, whether it's someone you know or it's your own. It's definitely something that's like kept as a well-hidden secret. Could also be someone that you know or you've seen. There's a child being abused and they're not able to talk about it. It could be someone who was a friend of yours, someone who was adopted. Could be something that happened while someone was at work. That's really fucking creepy, but obviously it's something that someone needs to know. Someone's really scared, I think. There definitely was a death here for somebody, but I don't know if it's because of this abuse situation or if it was just someone else who, like, they want you to know that it was an accident how they died, and they still come to you in, like, the spiritual realm. Some of you guys have a stalker on social media. Because maybe it's not what you think. An affirmation is, I am honest with myself and others, and I attract great honesty, integrity, and support from the universe. Someone's just really scared about how they feel about certain things. The songs that came up are Doesn't Matter by Kehlani and Love Strong by Elijah Woods and Jamie Fine. It says your family fortune will be renewed, so have patience. It says, boy, you don't know what you want. Another affirmation is, all that I need is already a part of me. I'm open to understanding the cycle I'm in, and I'm willing to use this energy beneficially. Let go and let the universe change your luck. Your life. Whatever. I just read that wrong. Live your life with no regrets. Let the past go. Look at how far that you've come. Someone is fed up with, they think that they look dumb, or they don't want to look dumb. It says where you're headed is better than where you've been. Affirm your wants and needs with a vision board, a journal, affirmations. Someone is in a karmic cycle and refusing to end it. So maybe there's an expectation. Maybe there's someone you feel like you need to take care of. There's definitely an ending here that's on the menu. Probably has been on the menu for the last 8 months or 8 years, or I don't know, but a change is at hand. So it's like, I feel like if you don't make a decision to end this, then the hammer's going to come down in one way or the other, because that's just how the universe rocks sometimes, especially when you have a purpose. Some of you guys, your 6th chakra affirmation is, my personal vision guides me and my thoughts are peaceful and clear. My 6th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. So this is about you listening to your intuition. This is about you guiding yourself maybe along the way. There's some negative energy that needs to be cleared, whether it's with sage or oils or salt bath, incense, salt. Your 7th chakra as well. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. don't know if you guys are into mirror magic, but that's here as well. You also might have a parasitic type of, like a energy sucker, like someone feels like they feed off your energy, or they need your energy, but they like play it off like it's something that there's feelings involved, but really it's kind of a fucked up situation. It says, time waits for no one, don't live to regret this. You've been doing you, I think it's time that I do me. I see what you're going through and you will be okay, but it's time to let it out. Protect yourself and this union because there are outside influences involved. You need to know that you're the one that I wanted. I hope you'll come back to finish what we started. So this could be something that isn't together. I've been feeling like it's impossible to say it all. So someone has a plan in their head, but they don't know how to put it into words, basically. I can't help how I feel, but the words don't come that easy. Make up your mind. What are you going to do? So is there pressure? Or are you just not really sure? Like, if you're to look at the bigger picture, what it is that you want? I see everything that you can be. I see the beauty that you can't see. Oh shit, we got the Snow White story. So I feel like for some of you guys, if you were at a place in your life where you had some medical issues, I feel like that's going to be ending. But it really, some of you guys are really like, your love situation here really is healing for each other. Someone like comes off like they're being sneaky, but it's just because that's how they do things. They don't tell people their moves. They move in silence. And so people automatically think they're up to no good because they probably had a past of, you know, doing some shit. There's a ring here someone wished for from someone. There's some kind of letter that you're going to be getting in the mail 4 days, 4 weeks, maybe on the 31st of this month for some of you guys, or 27th, but there's some kind of letter that needs to be read and something that needs to be taken action on. There's also a false statement here for some of you guys. Could have something to do with the property, something to do with like family, money situation. Be very careful about, you know, don't just blow this off and like let it go because this is something that isn't even true, or there's something that needs to be fought. I do feel like, you know, when it comes to the cross, we all have to pick up our cross and bear it sometimes, but worrying about things and maybe just holding on to everything all the time isn't going to work forever. You know, sometimes we hold on to things and we don't talk about it. We don't let people in. But in reality, it doesn't really help you, especially if there's someone in your life that you want to be there. I don't think this person's necessarily lying about something, but they are not telling you the decision that they made. They're not really, they seem very stoic. They have a poker face. They're definitely someone moving on and leaving behind something. There's the end of a situation. Someone wants to relocate. Someone feels the same way. You have a lot of twos here, so duality. Trusting your intuition. Someone knows already. Someone could be drinking a lot of wine, however. If you are, have some for me. There's going to be some type of new something here. But if you're in the Magician energy, then maybe don't sit up waiting for this to happen because it's going to happen how it's supposed to. Someone could be very fucking stubborn. And they're, you know, those people who don't do things because you tell them to do it, even though, you know, I don't know if you guys watch SpongeBob or like Timon and Pumbaa, but it's like basically there's people telling them the idea and then they like play it off like it was their idea the whole time. You know what I mean? There's another thing about some type of message of concern when it comes to a message, but it's like, it could be a phone call for some of you guys. It could be something that like kind of gossipy type of energy. So I would, you know, check out this information for yourself and don't listen to what other people have to say, especially but not letting your emotions take over too fast, because that's sometimes easier said than done. But I know that when our adrenaline kicks in and there's something going on, you know, we're like in hyper mode and we're not able to think clearly. And I think that you're going to need to master that part of yourself, because it might not even be something bad. For some of you guys, you're going to be like given a house or given something. Maybe this person's buying a house behind your back and they don't want you to know, like that, you know what I mean? There's definitely secrets, but not all secrets are lies, you know what I mean? Maybe someone wants to surprise your ass and you're like, listen here, you son of a bitch. Careful what you're manifesting. And, you know, I wouldn't like necessarily wait up by the door for this person, but I don't think they're on the same bullshit that you think they're on. Just saying. I think that sometimes our mind takes over because of the shit that we've been through, and, you know, when you overthink things and you don't have answers. Because I've done that a lot. But then you end up manifesting the shit, so it's like, let's not think that way. Someone wished for a ring or wished for like this gentleman. Someone has like tiger energy, really ancient souls here for some of you guys. But you're very different from this person. Like, you have an ancient soul and this person has like they're like a kitten almost. Like, they're just now learning, and they're kind of like, you know, when you tell a little kid not to touch the stove or not to touch something, and they're like, you know, they'll do it anyway. So maybe just try like reverse psychology, like, go ahead, touch it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I dropped something, but oh well. Pile 4 is high honor. People always see that card as military, but I think it's spiritual as well. So the letters that came up for this one are M-A-S, B, C, T, D, E. And the signs were Pisces, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Leo, Virgo. And it has something to do with encouragement and maybe unexpected business idea or something coming in, and it's from your ancestors because you're meant to be doing something. Shit. I'm dropping stuff. Stop doubting yourself. Have a little bit more faith. Someone is isolating themselves, but it says isolating yourself is strengthening your healing and will bring blessings. Don't worry about what you heard. That's absurd. That's a song, but I can't remember what it is. I don't remember what the song's called right now. You could have a military family, or this could be someone who's like been here a long time, and they're not like, they may have like higher standing in a different realm, if you catch my drift, but you don't know that, I don't think. There's confusing energy around DNA in a child, so be careful with any type of cuts or mental confusion. There's a period of waiting here. It says hard work pays off. It says, do you even want love? Maybe someone's hard to love, or they seem like they're not interested. If you really love me, say it now. So you just want this person to just say it. To just act like they care, to do something. Because I'm not in the mood to cry anymore. That Juicy song by Better Than Ezra. I listened to it, I started laughing. I haven't heard that for so long. There's a lot of, it's like confusion and uncertainty because you need someone to affirm verbally what you already know. I'm not your ex. I'm not like your ex. Remember that. Thank you. Your affirmation is, I am blessed with an abundantly spiritual life. Every day, in every way, my joyous prosperity grows and grows. You can be anything that you want. I always forget that you can't read my mind. You see right through me. Trust your initial thoughts and don't second guess it, especially if you're a Pisces, because they say when it comes to your intuition, that first thought that you have is always right, but then you guys end up second guessing yourselves and spinning around in a circle with those fish. Spin up, swim up, like they say in Finding Nemo. Says I haven't felt like this for so long. I tried to fight it. I'm not in the mood to cry anymore. That ain't the vibe that I'm looking for. So there's like some past, I feel like it's past hurt here. My throat chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. Spinning with beautiful energy of freedom and self-empowerment. I'm free to express myself in every way. I can't even read my own writing sometimes. It says you have a great purpose now. Remember why you're here. It says trouble communicating you or them, question mark. Or both of them. It says Can't Let You Go by Zuhair. That's a song, I believe. I've been at a full stop trying to get you moved up. So are we waiting? We need to build from a strong foundation. I love you, I just don't know how to say it. Our communication sucks, sad face. When in doubt, use emojis. I love everything about you. I just don't feel like you understand me. I wish I didn't fall so deep like some salt upon a wound. You keep calling me your best friend, but you know it's something different. I've been holding too close. If you have the answers, I swear I'll listen now. Where are you? So is there a choice or a crossroads? It says, I just want you back. Or maybe how things used to be for some of you guys. It's like it's a choice here for, are we going to talk to other people or are we going to friend zone? What are we going to do? Release expectations for one. No one will win this. So power of egos. Fire and ice. Can we surrender whenever you're ready? I need you to stay. I let you drift away. Can I be the one? It says gain more knowledge. And I think that means divine knowledge. Ooh, you got a snake, but it came up in reverse. Child. Dog. Tower. I don't know if you guys had if a dog passed away or you have a dog now, but there's like, I feel like an emerald ring or something like that. Something to do with like when someone was 13 or 18. Something really unexpected happened here, but it's like, it's almost like this is a spirit guide of yours now, and they're like trying to lead you either back to where something started to heal or to a different like scenario. Like this dog, see how he's waiting? It's like he's waiting for you to follow them, like, but you're not, you're kind of deceiving yourselves. Some of you guys need to understand that this person or this was a really loyal animal. I'm such a dog lover, but I have like 4 kids and I don't want a puppy. So I have a black ass cat who's an asshole and a guinea pig or 2. It's like you're maybe surrounded by people, or you had people in the past who like, they took their anger out on you. They did some manipulative shit. Someone could literally have passed away. And now you're in a situation where there's like a lot of shit going on. And what you really want is like this loyal person. But you can't have this person until you get rid of these fucking, I mean, maybe some of y'all are into some fucking BDS. Listen, I'm not here to judge, but maybe let's think about it a little bit. Lust is attached to a pretty powerful, I don't want to say spirit, but it is. It's like a soul tie. People confuse soul ties every day for love. If you didn't have sex with this person, would you still be involved? Because someone's really fucking manipulative, and you feel like you're confined in this state, or you were. And I almost feel like, are you passing cross lines with current lines because of whatever is going on? Or do you have some people around you that you genuinely like don't even understand, like, here's this cute little puppy, and then here's a fucking fox on this side, you know, and then there's like this lady with a whip over here, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And then here's this little dog, like, oh, come this way. No, but you're fucking with the lady over. Listen, get it together, whoever this is, because I'm not. If you feel like you're kind of confined, it's probably because this person's manipulating the fuck out of you, whoever this is. And they don't have good intentions for you. They never did. It's preventing things from coming into your life. And some of you guys are like really powerful, charismatic people, and it's like they're taking your power away from you. Like, you don't even know how powerful you are. Like, not only physically, mentally, like magician type fucking bippity boppity boo. Someone kind of treats you like an option sometimes, I think, or did. They like say they miss you, but they're really just bored and they want someone to play with. Someone definitely lied or cheated in the past. This is too much for me. 7 of Swords. Aquarius energy for some of you. Does someone use sex as like a weapon? And they talk to you like you're a little kid? Chariot means move on. Who cares if there's a house? Who cares if there's a tie? You gotta break this red tie, come to think about it. And I think that someone did, but that means leaving a house behind, leaving a foundation that was not the greatest. This could even be past childhood shit for some of you. You guys have living grandparents? Maybe there's something to do with a grandparent here who, like, maybe this is the person you listen to. There's something to do with a sunset. This is some kind of maybe energy where you could connect with them, maybe sitting by a lake or a water or a stream or whatever, especially if you're a Cancer or a water sign, and watching the sunset, because I think this person their spirit wants to communicate with you. And I just got witchy. What are you gonna do? Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Archangel Uriel. There's a journey. Journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, right? And whoever's definition of success is, who said that? It was a quote that said, success is failing over and over but never giving up, something like that. I can't think of the quote off the top of my head or who says it, but you know what I'm trying to say. I think someone has an illusion, airy type of, they come off very together or like military-ish, or that could be where all this shit stems from, but I'm not going to get into it. Someone feels like they're privileged, like they maybe their parents had a lot of money or whatever the case may be, but someone's like playing off like their parents were like the model couple, but the whole time buddy ass had a fucking side piece anyway. So let's not base our relationships that we have on now and idolize it, because nothing is perfect. Nothing is. And I feel like some people have low-key kinks, and I'm not here to judge, but there was definitely some shit. There still is. And this guy thinks that he can have whatever, because I don't know. I get Mason vibes. Creepy ones. Anyways, what was I feel like this person wants to be better than you for some reason, like your power. And the fact remains is that they're not even on your level, but they act like they are. They act like they're better than you. The fuck kind of people is this? Maybe don't listen to certain people, because this person isn't who you think they are. You do have good energy. Like, there's this one person that's like, I think that you think that they're like other people, or you don't really understand who they are, but they're not what you think. Like, they're actually loyal, but you're like, nope. you're just blowing them off and entertaining the bullshit. So I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. So I'm gonna try to do timestamps. Aaliyah, be quiet. Stop doubting yourself and letting other people tell you who you are. Work on communication, maybe? That's really hard to do. But at the same time, if you really want to work shit out, eventually we have to learn how to talk to people, and not the way that we've done in the past, or however someone talked to us, because obviously shit didn't work out very well. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been reading my comments because that's hard for me to do. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. It's hot, and I think that I need a rather large fan on my face. And this lighter isn't gonna light this. There is, I'll probably do another poll for my channel. It'll be on the communication tab. Community tab, and we'll ask what pick-a-card you want to do next. So then we'll go from there. Personal readings are, you can check out the about section of my channel. I have a website and shit, but I need an assistant, I think. I'm not very good at this. It's not because I'm unprofessional necessarily. It's just like, I'm not very business oriented. I think that's the problem. Some people are really good at it. I'm not. I'd be like, can you do this? Anyways, hope everyone has a good night, and I will see you next time.